plus consumeraccess.org.
Here's your 1010XL local sports update, sponsored by USA Park Airport Parking. Quentin Morris is staying in Jacksonville. The Jags re-signed the tight end on a one-year deal worth up to $3 million, locking in depth ahead of free agency. In women's basketball, Albany State stunned top-seeded Edward Waters, snapping the Tigers' 14-game win streak behind a dominant start from Nahavia Paxton. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 12:01 and it's 80 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because XL Prime Time is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Attention. Attention.
They are not ready for prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time, that's the name.
Prime time.
Prime time.
What time is it? Showtime prime time.
It's XL Prime Time, featuring Joe C.
And then he couldn't fire his glutes later.
Matt Hayes.
His balls are different in person.
And Leon Searcy.
So they were smelling themselves.
Oh, my gosh.
With no deal.
How you like me now? How you like me
Noon hour is here. Thursday. Cranking along. Weeks fly by. For some, maybe without football, it doesn't fly by as fast as you would like. But there's definitely still plenty of football to talk about. No tags for your stars. No transition franchise or anything like that. But we will definitely get into what could be happening in a handful of days leading up to free agency beginning. This will be the quietest free agency period this team has had in a long, long time, and I say that is a good thing. We got Matt Hayes back after traveling up to Blacksburg, Virginia. Is that where you went? Did you fly into Roanoke?
I'm not sure that's how they say it, but yes, Blacksburg, Virginia.
Blacksburg, Virginia.
Yes, I flew into Roanoke, the tiny little airport there, yeah.
Yeah, tiny little airport, and then a rental car up to beautiful Blacksburg.
Beautiful Blacksburg, yeah. I've always said this, one of the most underrated campuses in college sports, yeah.
Did you play Metallica as you came in?
Yes, I did.
Enter
I
Sandman?
played one. No, not Enter Sandman because that'd be sacrilegious. I just played one.
Yeah.
What was your first question to James Francis? I would have been, what's up with the Franklin? What's up with the 40 million? Just let slide, bro.
Oh, I talked to him about it.
You did? Oh, right. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
You can read about it in USA Today soon.
All right, good. All right, you can look forward to that. Listen, I'm going to do the Modelo Yellow, but it's not because I would give up $40 million because there is no stinking way I would let somebody off the hook for $40 million.
Never.
Now, if I was getting $40 million, it sounds something like this. I would be pretty fired up. That's how we get Thursday rolling right here on XL Primetime. E, you're part of the program now. Now, I don't know if you can find Big Cersei's Modelo Yellow that he did.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
First off, can you do a Modelo Yellow?
Yeah, I know you can.
E.
I don't really drink beer, but
that's actually really
good, bro.
I knew he could.
That tongue was rolling there, bro.
Yeah.
ay, ay, ay.
I like it.
Arriba! I knew he could do it. That's for sure. All right, so there is no Modelo Yellow coming out of JJ's mouth right now. He's over in beautiful Italia. Okay, he's in Italy. He sent us more food pictures.
He's putting on some LBs over there, bro.
I don't doubt
Every
it.
time I see it, he sends a picture, bro.
Although he's walking a lot.
Yeah,
No
well,
doubt
that's
about
true.
that.
That's true. He could be walking off the calories.
But
he's having fun.
Yeah,
it
he
looks
should.
good.
Yeah.
Unlike Kevin Mays, the assistant basketball coach at Cal State Northridge.
He might have been having fun.
Well,
at
some point he was, but not anymore.
Well, let me see the picture. I could have figured he was an OG, bro.
No, he's not. So if you haven't heard, Kevin Mays is an assistant basketball coach at Cal State Northridge. He is under Rod Barnes, used to be the Ole Miss coach. And Kevin Mays was arrested on suspicion of human trafficking and other crimes. He was a pimp.
Pimping. Just
allegedly.
Just say pimping, okay?
Allegedly.
Yeah. That's a serious offense.
Bakersfield Police Department began its investigation into the 32-year-old in August after an anonymous tip claimed the woman was being trafficked across California, Oregon, and Washington. Detectives later located the victim in Sacramento. She identified Mays as her alleged trafficker. Isn't it funny how these are the words we've come up with now?
Wow. What do you mean? Alleged or trafficker?
No, instead of being a pimp,
yeah,
he's a trafficker.
Yeah.
Instead of being a a prostitute, you're a sex worker.
Yeah, exactly.
We've come up with these like words to soften everything.
Yeah, look, they're first off, the PC world has gotten to a lot of things.
So hang on.
That ain't our job.
Right. So hang on. So they searched his car and apartment. They found loaded, unregistered guns, narcotics, and other evidence of drug sales.
No baby oil. No baby. Oh, okay. another
In addition to the felony counts in connection to the, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Pimping and pandering investigation, Mays was charged with multiple misdemeanor counts related to firearms and drug possessions. He pleaded not guilty to all charges.
Crazy.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Now, let's just stay in the college world a little bit because this one also.
By the way, Rod Barnes resigned.
Yeah.
Earlier, before this publicly came out.
Yeah, because
they say it's not connected to it, but of course it's connected.
I mean, wouldn't you say it has to be connected to it?
Yes.
How long ago did he resign?
He's not in any way connected to Mays. I'm saying his resignation, they probably said, this happened under your watch?
Right.
Yeah.
It's coming down.
Yeah.
Now, the other one, this one's kind of like, we kind of get into the social world, just check on all these things. And this one is kind of sad. But Robert Kimdichie made a lot of money in the National Football League. I want to say,
and at Ole Miss too.
Yeah, and at Ole Miss, yeah, because he was one of those guys on the.
He was the original NIL under the table.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze was able to bring a lot of money Ole Miss's way, and that's how they got a lot of those Laquan Treadwells and DK Metcalfs. And
is that the DT? The DT?
How much? He was the number one player.
I remember back.
The number one player for an Ole Miss team that was horrific.
He did a stint here in Jacksonville too, real short.
He came
for
through
the Jacksonville Sharks.
Bro, how much they pay him?
Yeah.
How much they pay him yet? Think about that.
Oh, I don't know.
Back then, I bet they paid him $500,000, $600,000.
Well, all right. What year are we talking about?
20.
I thought it was late teens. Was it the early O's?
No, it was like mid-teens, like 2014.
Okay. But the only reason I'm asking for context is because
when did Florida play Ole Miss and beat them 35-3 in Gainesville? I think Kimdichie was a sophomore then, and I think Florida played them 15. Right? Wasn't that 15?
That sounds right.
Because that was Will Greer's highlight moment.
Right. That sounds right.
What year was that? That was 15 or 14. One of the two. 15, I think.
Yeah.
No, 14.
But just as one, and it was never proven, but Cecil Newton, father of Cam, reported to have asked.
It was like 180,000.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was.
That was 2010.
Yeah, something in that neighborhood. 2010, 180 grand. So yeah, if you fast forward.
But Cam was also a JC recruit. I mean, a former 5-star, no doubt.
Yeah.
Played at Florida.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like.
But he was the quarterback.
He was the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
But this is like the number one recruit, the guy.
Exactly.
That everybody, Alabama. How much would Alabama and Georgia offer him?
So you're saying a quarter?
Oh, I bet he got 5. I bet he got $500,000.
Okay, that is wild if that did happen.
Let's continue with the story.
Yeah. So he was arrested, and he was arrested for shoplifting, and he's coming out of a grocery store. He had frozen grocery items, candy bars, and almond milk.
Inside his sweatpants.
Yes. So he obviously was trying to lift him. He wasn't walking out by accident or anything like that. Anyway, that's a sad situation, but at the same time, he had a bunch of money.
The
I don't know what he did with it.
Said Kimdichie had, quote, many large objects, square and rectangular shapes, consistent with concealed grocery items inside his sweatpants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hit on hard times, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
he's probably doing drugs too.
Store did not want to press charges. Kimdichie was nevertheless arrested when his name returned multiple outstanding warrants, including 3 in Georgia.
So I didn't remember this when I read it, but previously busted on drug possession in 2015.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, so that kind of would have been around that timeline you're talking about, Matt. That was when he was on his way out. And
so he was drafted by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
In 2015, the 2015 draft. So that means. Yeah. I'm sorry, 2016. So that means 2015 was his last year. So yeah, I was right the first time.
Yeah, because that's when he got busted, and that's when he started to fall.
So 2012 was his first, when he got paid for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. So it's wild when you think about it.
Tragedy, bro.
One more thing, and these are totally separate, but we just at least wanted to bring this up at the top of the show with the passing of Lou Holtz. And it was one that wasn't unexpected because we had talked about it a number of times. And honestly, I believe, and we said this when we found out that he had been, his health had reached a point where he had entered hospice, and you know that there's just a matter of time whenever you have hospice care, And so he's one of the great figures in college football.
Absolutely, absolutely. Those teams that he assembled at Notre Dame made Miami Notre Dame must-see TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew to like Lou Holtz at my time in Orlando because he's a brother of the Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Smokes a pipe, but he's still a brother of the Leaf.
I want you to tell the story coming up here in just a second, because that's kind of how you got close to Lou, and it's a good story. So stick around. It is XL Primetime, a beautiful Thursday. Hope you're enjoying it. We say, obviously, interact with us. Get on the YouTube stream. You can stream us easily on XL Primetime. You can hit us up on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. We'd love to hear from you, but we will go down memory lane. A little throwback Thursday today, and it is worth TBT with memories of Lou Holtz and his impact in the game of college football.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. Feel the weight of tradition in every swing. 1010XL is your radio home for the Players' Championship with live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by Shillington Creek Pest Control,
Jack's Outdoor Solutions,
and Firehouse Subs.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Catch the sights and sounds of the great outdoors from anywhere in the city. Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnicht Outdoors Show every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Beat the spring cleaning rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Hey, Hicken here. Springing forward feels better on freshly cleaned carpets and floors. Let Zero Res remove lingering grime and prepare your home for the brighter days ahead. Check out all of the raging customer reviews online. 4.9 Google rating. This month, $50 per room of carpet clean. Let's take 25% off hard floor cleaning. Hardwood tile LVP when you ask for the 1010XL special. Call 904-287-5727 or go online at zeroresjacksonville.com. Spell it forward or backward. It spells the same. Zero Res.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Spring will be here before we know it. So give them a call today and upgrade that area that needs it the most. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Shoot your shot with Prize Picks and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. Don't miss this exciting chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks, Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. And now Prize Picks has early payout. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. You can choose Flex Play and get paid even if one of your picks misses, or Power Play for the biggest payout. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body. especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
This afternoon, our XL Primetime. Big Sirs, Maddie back from Blacksburg. Joe C. E.T. is in with us as JJ's enjoying a trip with his beautiful bride and future. Is it okay to say beautiful bride and future baby mama? Because she is.
Yeah, it's okay to say baby.
Right? That's accurate.
But I don't know if you're married, she's not baby mama, right?
Okay, but
she's her
it
wife.
is still kind of accurate. I just said it's beautiful bride.
Yeah, but
baby mama.
I just don't like the baby mama thing because there is a negative connotation
There is.
to
I
to
agree.
baby mama.
I agree.
That's why I need to be corrected. I thought about it.
Plus, Blake is a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart, but she is
the future wife.
She know baby mama.
She is the mama of the baby.
So when I call my exes baby mamas, I mean that affectionately.
I don't. I don't. It's the mother of my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the baby mama thing.
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
TLD's the lovely Diane.
That's
she is a assumer of all things. That's for sure. All right. But yes, Blake is super excited, I'm sure, as we know JJ is. All right. So we mentioned Lou Holtz, and let's at least do a little bit. Matt's covered college football forever. Big Sirs is a Hurricane Hall of Famer. Qualifications, we really don't need them when we're talking about figures in the college football world. So we just teased that you were going to tell a story up in Orlando.
Well, yeah, I've met Lou Holtz on a couple of occasions in Orlando, but the very first time I met him, I was actually in, I can't remember, it might have been like 20. I tell you what, it was the Sun Bowl when Miami was playing Notre Dame. All right. I saw this figure sitting down. I said, wait a minute, I look like Lou Holtz. So I sat right next to him. I didn't say anything. I'm watching the game. Miami's getting slaughtered, by the way, in the game. So there was a commercial break during the game, and I threw up the U. And he turned over and said, he said, you're a Miami fan. I said, legend. He said, He said, what's your name? I said, Leon Cersei. He got up his chair and started doing this stuff. I said, Coach, sit down. We don't do that. We don't do that here, right? So we started talking, and we started engaging in conversations about the rivalry and the games. We forgot the game was on. We totally forgot the game was on. We talked through the whole freaking game. So that was the first time I saw him. And then I saw him on a couple of other occasions. And the man he could talk more than just football. He'd just talk life in general. You know what I'm saying? He would just, because, he's had his hands on so many men, doing his college career. So he can speak on, he talked about saving and investing and, not buying expensive stuff, all that kind of stuff, life lessons, He told me about the car that he had in high school that he drove around all the way till he got to Notre Dame. I'm like, Coach, you need to upgrade. But no, I'm just saying, but that's how he wasn't frivolous. He just didn't believe in living extravagant. He enjoyed football so much. That was his life. And he embarked so much wisdom on me, sitting down, talking to him. And he was so cool, man. And it took me aback because as a youngster, when I played, I was taught to hate Lou Holtz.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as I grew older, man, I was fond and looked forward to seeing him in the cigar lounge. Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's imparted wisdom. He's imparted wisdom with a lot of different people in storytelling, Matt, and you obviously have covered him forever.
I have, but the best thing about him, I think, was when, God, this was a long time ago. I was in Orlando, and he was going to speak to the Orlando quarterback club. So I went out there, and I was at Sporting News then, and I said, I'm going to go see Holtz and write about it. And they said, yeah. I still have the notebook from when I saw him. All the stuff I wrote down.
All the notes that you wrote down.
Just unreal. Yeah. Unreal. I shouldn't say nothing to do with football, but very little to do with football. When he speaks, it's life. Yeah. He talks about life, and he weaves football anecdotes into it. But it's all about life, and I'll tell you what, it was one of the best. Like, if you've never seen him speak, go on YouTube and just search for any Lou Holtz speaking engagement.
Right.
You'll be blown away. It's just he's a terrific communicator. He's a smart guy that knows the exact things to say to hit you right where it needs to hit you.
Yeah.
And I can see why he was such a great football coach. And I can see why he was such a great motivator for that team. I mean, you just trust me, if you get a chance, any of you guys out there, go on YouTube when you get home, when you're done with work, and just watch one of his speeches. You'll be blown away by it.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that, because the sentiment when I was at Miami my freshman year in '87, when we played Notre Dame, we beat them 24-0.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any respect for Notre Dame because we felt they feared us, and we knew if you feared us, that was it. It was a wrap. All right. But when we came in '88 and we played them there, the Catholics versus convicts,
mm-hmm.
and we came through the tunnel and they were stretching, and we tried to walk through their stretch lane, and they got up in that we knew right then and there that it had changed.
Yeah.
It had changed. Their mentality had changed about us, because we used to just be able to walk through them and beat them up, and it can't be a rivalry if you don't win a game. But then in '88, and we go to their house and we tried to walk through their line, that's when you saw that fight in the tunnel before the game.
All right, so
let me just say this. So what I wrote at USA Today yesterday, you can go read it, is exactly what I'm talking about. And I still have these sayings that he wrote in this notebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote about, I still have the notebook. Here's what he said. So this is some of the stuff he said. If you're bored with life, you haven't set your goals high enough. Think about that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it. And then he went in and talked about it, and they said, are you committed, or are you the kamikaze pilot who flew 42 missions? Think about that, okay?
Yeah.
Here's another one. No one has ever drowned in sweat.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hang on. I got a couple more for you.
I'm coming close, but go ahead.
You'll love this one, bro. It's not the load that breaks you. It's the way you carry it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, look, these are like life lessons. This isn't like, football. But I can see him using it for football.
Oh.
Here's one. This is a life one I guarantee you using football. Everybody wants to win. I always used to ask my players, can you live with losing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you live with failure?
Yeah.
That's life's motivator.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of those coaches is trying to get that out of you, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy had one. He said anybody can be ordinary, but it takes courage to excel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the old Saban one? Mediocre people hate high achievers, and high achievers hate mediocre people.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so listen to this piece that Big first pulled up, and it capsulizes Miami v. Notre Dame, but it's just a classic.
Embarrassed. And so we get in the locker room. I am really mad. And I said it in a very meaningful way. I said, if I see anybody during the course of this football game do anything but class or show disrespect to Notre Dame or anything else, you represent thousands, millions of people. You're not even going to be pulled out of this game. You're never going to play for Notre Dame again. I want to see a class operation. Now, after we win the game, if Miami wants to fight, fine, we'll meet them in the alley. And I didn't plan to say this, but it just came out. And if they do, you say Jimmy Johnson's asked for me. Well, I didn't get anything else. They went out the locker room. I wasn't done. I wanted to get they go storming out the locker room.
That's just beautiful. You saved Jimmy Johnson from me.
That's pretty good right there.
Yeah, bro, that is, bro. They were highly motivated that game.
It did. It took Notre Dame up a notch. You guys were there, and like you said, you didn't respect them, and then all of a sudden they commanded respect.
Yeah.
Under him.
They did, absolutely. They won by a point.
I'll tell you what, our boy in the text line, the 574 says, this is a Louism right here. Winners prepare and prevent, losers repair and repent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
It's about right. So he apparently made his players memorize this poem. And I asked Big Sirs earlier today if Jimmy asked you to memorize anything, but just a little bit of it. And this is, I think, let's see here, Darren Ravel put this out on X. And I'm just pulling from the middle of it. What I do today is important because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something I have traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not regret the price I paid for it, because the future is just a whole string of nows. It's the truth.
Yeah, yeah. Life is about live it in the now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be where your feet are.
Future never gets here. Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. When
you always say these things, sir, and we don't like when you say these things, okay?
Well,
yeah, but it's deep.
Like when you say, ain't nobody getting out of here alive. We don't like that.
I'm just saying, you live in the now, the future never gets here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, you need to enjoy the now.
Yes.
There's a Buffett song about it, and just enjoy the now, wherever you are.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
If you can think, like, honestly, just think of the central figures. If you had to name them, Big, the influencers in your life of college football. Jimmy has to be one of them because of how quickly he was able to come in and basically put Miami on the map. Howard Snellenberger did it, but you know what I mean. They became a brand when Jimmy was there. Who else would be one of those big figures?
In college football in my time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jimmy, Lou, Osborne, Switzer.
Barry for sure.
You know, those type of guys. I mean, you recognize greatness because you were on teams of greatness. So,
are you going to say Bobby?
Of course I'm going to say Bobby. I'll say Bobby for last.
I'm just checking.
Bobby Bowden. Of course, Bobby Bowden. You can even listen. You can even throw Spurrier in there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Big figures.
Yeah.
Bear Bryant, of course, was one of the guys that you originally would see the face of college football, and that would. And honestly, we're talking about the modern era. Basically from the 70s on. You can go back if you wanted to, but you guys get what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Those figures. Matt, big figures that you can think of. Because Osborne and Switzer, they ran it for a while because it was two big bosses in what was it? The Big Eight at that time?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Saban.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
now.
a
I'm
big
just saying,
dude.
Like we're getting there.
Well, Jopa, obviously. Yeah. Before the shame of it all.
The Bo Schembechlers.
Bo Schembechler.
Yeah.
Woody Hayes before his shame.
Yeah.
Clearly not the same as Jopa, but you know, he went out at a disturbing way.
Yeah.
I would look at like Denny Crum at Louisville, the basketball coach.
Vince Dooley.
Yeah, Vince Dooley. I mean,
before we get to the Knicks and the Curbs.
Yeah.
Because Vince Dooley was a huge figure in college football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spurrier obviously counts as you go to the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can go to Pete Carroll in the O's.
Yeah.
Because he was pretty dang big. Basically launched his career after not having a successful head coaching career in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because he was with, the Jets and the Patriots before that. I'm pretty sure he was with both of them before that. Yeah, because he went from there up to Seattle and stayed there. There's those types of figures that we always talk about how big college football has become. These days, it was huge back then.
It was all, and college football's always been, and it's not anymore. But before the explosion of NIL, it was always college football was the coach's game. The NFL is the player's game.
Yeah.
Now it's college football is a player's game. And the coaches are still making a ton of money, and it's still about who your coach is. But the focus of the game now is as much or more about the players and the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer to the NFL now.
All right, so you guys think about that. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Those big figures in your world of college football. A little Throwback Thursday. Today, we would love to do it in honor of Lou Holtz. Now, we need to get to what we call a midday mock a day late. Okay? It's supposed to be mid. It ain't. It's always a day late. So a midweek mock right here on XL Primetime, and we'll get into it. You got to find the draft sounder for us, okay?
All right, I can do that.
As we get to the podium. So let's do that coming up because we go through all the picks that the Jaguars have leading up to the draft. Well, not Thursday night, Friday night, as things currently sit with the Jeff Lageman slot. Pick number 56. We will start there coming up on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway.
Create a backyard your family will love. Jack's Outdoor Solutions, an authorized dealer of Celebrity Greens, installs PGA-quality artificial turf golf greens and complete outdoor spaces. From turf to custom hardscapes, landscaping, and lighting, every project is built for style, durability, and family fun. Locally owned and trusted across Northeast Florida, customers rave about their results. Check their 5-star reviews on Google. Plan your dream backyard today at jacksoutdoorsolutions.com.
This is Frank Frangie. Over the past 11 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting. Yet Awaken 180 still stands alone as the proven solution for lasting weight loss. Results at awaken180weightloss.com.
Jacksonville, Lacey here from Foursquare. It's game time. The TPC is taking over the town and we're bringing the heat. Closest to the pin simulator battles, drink specials, huge screens, great food, and a full bar. Hosting clients or entertaining your team, let Foursquare handle your TPC party. Private bays, full service catering, and then straight into March Madness. We'll have bracket contests, buzzer beaters, cold beer, and the ultimate watch party vibe. San Marco or Gate Parkway, Foursquare is your headquarters. Visit foursquaregolf.com today.
PGA Tour star Ricky Fowler.
If you want to be the best, you have to practice with the best. That's why I had Southwest Greens install and maintain my putting green, and my synthetic lawn, and my chipping area, and my practice bunker area, and my bocce ball court, and our pole vaulting area.
Southwest Greens is the world's premier manufacturer and installer of putting greens, synthetic grass, chipping areas, practice bunkers, and just about anything else you want to do in your yard.
It's Southwest Greens.
Log on to southwestgreensofjacksonville.com to see what they can do to your backyard.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
Hicken here. See clearly with the Eye Associates and trusted optometrists Zachary Boskool and Alice LaFlamme. From comprehensive eye exams, dry eye care, glaucoma management, diabetic eye care, and more, Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme are dedicated to protecting your vision. Immediate availability at all 5 Jacksonville locations. Schedule today with Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme by calling the Eye Associates, formerly Bowden Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD at 296-0098.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500, or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
We are cranking along on a beautiful Thursday. It is XLP. Joe C, Matty Hayes, Big Search with ET, rocking in the producer's chair today. It's time to mock it up, okay? Our midweek mock, a day late. It's how we like to roll, and we're going to look at all the possibilities. We try and do something different and shake it up each time. And did you put another wrinkle in, Big Search, as far as, like, right now, no tag for Devin Lloyd, no tag for ETN. They probably won't be Jaguars in 2026, but what did you factor in when you were mocking?
No wrinkle. I'm just saying that this mock draft may or may not have been under the influence of cigars. So
that's beautiful.
So I'm just
put it simply.
I'm just letting you know. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I did some trades too. I did some trades. Not like Matt last week. Yeah. Matt was like a trade machine.
Again.
Trade machine.
I've told you guys.
I did a little Jimmy Gladstone again.
Yeah, I feel like I'm right now experiencing draft celibacy. Okay, but I refuse to trade until I get to the month of April, and then I'll give it up. Okay.
All right.
I'll sacrifice and I'll lay and slay and take whatever anyone offers me. But right now, none of the offers that I saw were over the top good. So I just kept staying away from them. So anyway, I went with all my draft picks. All right, so start us off. Give us two.
Two, all right.
Yeah.
At number 56, I got an edge guy out of Oklahoma, 6'2", 241. Mason Thomas, 6.5 sacks, 9.5 tackles for loss. Combine 4.6 40 with a split of 1.63. So I went an edge at my 56.
Our Mason Thomas.
Oh, yes. Yes, Mason. Our Mason.
Yeah. Listen, we're trading Masons, okay?
Yes.
If you do get good out of that one versus this one with 2 A's, at the very least right now, I've seen Mason Smith 2 A's for 2 years, and I haven't seen a whole lot.
No, you haven't.
So
all right, so
might even have saw 3 A's.
Yeah. So you want us to do two,
year.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at so I got another pick at 88. Running back Notre Dame, Jadarian Price, 5'11", 209.
Now this is a dude that Gerald Ingram zeroed in on yesterday, and so you like that, and he was there at 88.
I like that 4.40.
Okay.
There's some people think he might even go late first round. Seriously.
He impressed some people at the combine.
That's combine eyes right there.
Yeah, that really is. All right, but now the only thing I'm thinking, you're going to go get a running back that early?
Well, that's what, third round?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody got to replace ATN.
I'm with you.
ATN.
All right, I'm just checking.
Isn't that Bashal Tootin? Isn't he here?
I guess. Allegedly.
All right, Matt, give us your first two.
All right, when I was picking the edges, the elite edges, I mean, it was a run on edges.
Yeah, I couldn't get a hold of him, honestly.
Couldn't get it. So I started with Christian Miller, the defensive tackle from Georgia. Big body, big run stuffer. Maybe he can give us what Mason Smith didn't. So that was my thought process there. At 88, I got a feeling something's going to happen with Walker Little. I think they might either trade him. I don't know if you release him, but I think they're going to try and trade him. And I'm taking Isaiah World, the offensive tackle from Oregon, at 88.
All right, he's a big boy, and I don't know that I saw him that high, but you have him up there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Listen, we play the part of GM, and we can be critical of the other pick. I ain't got no problem with that.
Well, he's coming off an ACL, but he was literally a first-round pick.
Yeah.
He was like a big-time player.
That sounds like bulky to me.
It does. It's a little bulky-ish.
A little bulky.
There's no doubt.
He's got time to get better. We're just going to get him in the training room, get him ready to go. All right, I went with 56 and 81, my two at the top. I went with Emmanuel, pregnant, okay? And here's a guy that is going to step in and be the future as far as the interior offensive line is concerned. They have to get Pat McCary to restructure this year. I do believe that will happen. We hope within a handful of days, but they're still expecting him to be the starter. Ezra still expecting him to be the starter. But Emmanuel Pregnant is a savage inside, a big-time talent. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in with pick 56. And then I went with that bloodline, 81. I went with Jeremiah Trotter's son, Josiah, because you're sitting there trying to figure out exactly what you're going to do with your linebacking core now that you said goodbye to Devin Lloyd, which is a significant loss if he ain't there.
Isn't there a history here with Jeremiah Trotter, though, in Jacksonville? No, that's Hugh Douglas.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We called him Huge Douglas because he had that big rear end when he came in here. He wasn't nearly as devoted to his craft as he was to the training table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he took plays off big time. All right, big stars.
He didn't come in the same hue because he used to be a monster now at the edge.
But Huge Douglas?
Huge Douglas.
Oh, yeah. He's not light here. Like, because he went on there saying that he came to Jacksonville for vacation. Basically stole money.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was collecting.
At least he was honest. All right. All right. My pick at 95 is a 6'4", 240-pound linebacker out of Cincinnati, Jake Goday. 104 tackles. NFL scouts call him a downhill menace.
All right, you'll take that.
A downhill menace.
That's what they called it. Scouts.
I love that word, menace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think I heard, I think it was Brian McFadden, one of the guys said, this is your mother-in-law defense. And he said, because you just stay away from your mother-in-law. You don't want to hear. She's a nagging mother-in-law. Just stay. And that's the type of defense you want. But that's a good description as well. All right. Menacing. All right. Who else you got?
2 in a row? Okay. All right. At pick 100, I got a tight end, 6'7", 250, out of Notre Dame. Yeah. Eli, was it Randon? Yeah, I got a tight end.
All right. So now you've got a running back and a tight end within your first 4 picks.
Yeah, first top 100 picks.
All right. That's interesting. Look, we're trying to put this team together because there aren't necessarily holes there, but it doesn't mean this team doesn't want to get better at those positions. All right, Matt, next 2.
All right, my 91. Thank you, E.T. My 91, Eli Stowers, tight end, Vanderbilt. Love him.
Okay.
A guy that could be the type of flex that they had with Evan Ingram. Very similar type player, very athletic, former quarterback, high IQ. Yeah, big. At 91, that's a nice spot.
Okay.
That's a nice spot to get him. My 103 is Danny Dennis Sutton, the edge from Penn State. A guy that was a gigantic recruit, didn't do much his first couple years. Last year, kind of finally developed into some kind of a force of somewhat. Last 2 years, really last year. He's got a lot of potential, man. If you got a guy that can get it out of him, he's got the NFL body, and he's got the athleticism.
All right, so I went 88 and 100, a couple of picks on the defensive side of the football. The Arkansas cornerback, Julian Neal, who I do think is a physical and fast guy. I don't know exactly how everything's going to play out with Buster Brown in the cornerback room and how things are going to go with Jordan Lewis coming back. They are expecting him. He is certainly in a position to come back and still be a good player for this team. He was last year, but I'm putting Julian Neal in there. And then I'm going to take a flyer. That could be nuts. It was one of the worst grades I got in my mock that I did with the simulator. I took Harold Perkins. I took Harold Perkins because I want to find out, and maybe it's too early for a cat like that, an LSU Tiger who wasn't. Look, he and Mason Smith, Matt, if you think about it, was so red hot, so good early in their Baton Rouge beginnings.
Harold Perkins, as a freshman, might have been the most impactful defensive player in the country.
And Mason Smith as a freshman. Not the most impactful, but that was his best year, correct?
Yeah.
Before he wrecked the knee.
Yeah.
Now Harold Perkins just...
Also wrecked his knee.
Yeah, and just didn't quite come back from it the way that you wanted him to, or the defense didn't.
Was also told he should play middle linebacker originally, and that didn't work. After his first season, where they simply just said, get on the edge and go get the quarterback.
Yeah.
Where he was just a game wrecker.
Yeah.
The next year it was, all right, we're going to move you to middle now.
That's what I'm drafting.
Why?
Right. That's what I'm drafting.
You're drafting a middle.
No. Drafting that first guy.
You're drafting the first guy. Now, so here's the problem with drafting that first guy. He ain't that big.
He's 6'3", maybe.
What did he measure the combine?
I believe it was 6'2", but I'm going to put cleats on him, and I'm going to make him 6'3". And I don't remember who the dude was that insisted on that at the combine. He goes, look, man, you got to measure me in cleats.
Bro.
6'2".
Not happening for you.
Yeah.
6'1", 223 at the combine.
All right, so he's going to have to be a Quincy Williams type of guy. Or a guy that can come flying in from. All right, so I do have a couple linebackers in that I'm trying to figure out if any one of those guys can walk up to the edge.
Pick.
That's why I got a C+ on that one. All right, we'll keep it going. But I had to get somebody to build off the edge. There was a run on him, and I got crushed. All right, so you guys let us know, 641-1010. If your mock drafts are up this week, you can shoot them to us. We'd love to see them. You can do it in the YouTube chat or on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. And we'll keep it going with our midweek mock a day late.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL.
Fifth-ranked Florida travels to Kentucky for an SEC tournament tune-up at Rupp Arena. Gators Wildcats, Saturday at 4 on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
Shoot your shot on Prize Picks. Hicken here, and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. All kinds of great features on Prize Picks, too, like stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So, like, hey, Steph Curry, points, 3-pointers, assists. Now you can pick them all in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. But remember, you got to download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right, but you must put in code 1010XL, and you'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's all on Prize Picks. Prize Picks, man. It's good to be right.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida. And inside the flip side, the action never stops. If you're tired of hearing about the best games after the final whistle, don't get left on the sidelines. Whether it's a unique sporting event you've never seen, a weekend with the family, or a winning date night, Visit Jacksonville is your ultimate playbook. Get in the game. Head to visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app today and see everything coming in 2026. Jacksonville. Experience the flip side.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Loving it on a beautiful Thursday. 10 minutes in front of the 1 o'clock hour, XL Primetime. I do have to clear up a couple things on the text line. As a matter of fact, that's what I was doing right now. One of our dudes texted in and said, "Did Joe say E.T. is pregnant? Congratulations." And then he said, "Good luck with the river run." And I said, "No, you're mixing E.T.'s and J.J.'s. J.J. and the bride having a baby, and E.T. going to try and finish that." Is that it?
No.
I shouldn't even suggest that, right? You could finish that bad boy, right?
Oh, I'm definitely going to finish.
Going to finish that 15K running is what I'm saying to him right now.
Definitely. But I think maybe because my name is Emmanuel also, so Emmanuel pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the correlation also.
That could have been it.
At your run, bro, don't be ashamed to walk if you need it, bro.
Oh, I'm not running that whole thing.
Okay, I'm just wanting to make sure.
As long as I finish in an hour and 50 minutes, period, point blank in the story.
Yeah.
All right, don't let
All right, so real quick, if you do, you're talking 15K?
15K.
Hour and how long?
Hour and 10, so hour and 50 minutes.
Okay.
So 110, hour and 50 minutes. So
Okay.
basically is what I got to do it in.
So that's 110 minutes.
110 minutes, yeah.
All right. 15K.
So that means, all right.
110 minutes?
Yeah, so about 11.
Bro, that's moving.
Yeah.
That's cranking, bro.
Yeah.
That's moving, man.
How many miles is that? 9?
9.3.
Okay, 9.3.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You can do it, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm putting putting money on you.
Yeah.
To finish.
110 minutes.
Bro, that's moving.
That's moving.
How
I'm
old
a
are you
mover.
again? How old are you
Yeah,
again?
so you're
40 ball this year.
all right, bro. You're saying less than 12 minutes a mile is what you're trying to do.
Basically.
That's doable.
Correct.
That's doable.
Yeah.
Like I think I won't run again like that because of my Achilles tendonitis. But you ripped your Achilles.
Yeah.
And you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're a tough son of a gun.
I'm back.
All right, I love it. I hope you can do it because I figured I could walk and run a 9:25 for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't doing 9 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I was trying to get to the 92.5 number. Or
I see
the
what you did
1010
there.
number.
Yeah.
So when I first beat the 10:10, I'm like, okay, I'm happy. And then I got down to 9:25, and then I ripped the ankle.
Oh,
So.
the key is to stay away from the alcohol, and hopefully the adrenaline just keeps me going.
You judging? Is that what you're doing
Oh,
on me
man.
right now?
No,
Okay.
I'm talking about for me this weekend. I need to stay away from the alcohol and stay locked in.
Okay, good. I love it. All right, good luck. I know you'll do it. Also off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, Leon, Coach Holtz said not to spend frivolously, but you bought a mink and alligators like Nature Boy.
This was pre Holtz. Okay, not post. This is pre.
Oh, R.I.P. Coach.
You also bought the Jag as it spun.
Yeah, I did that too. It's all in the book if you want to go buy it. It's on Amazon, down the damn alignment store.
I do love it. I do love it. All right.
Which is one of the best anecdotes in the book, the Jaguar anecdote.
It's beautiful. All right. Hit the NFL draft sounders. We get back to the podium and complete, or at least get another chunk of our midweek mock a day late. We've got Mark Wise coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to talk hoops with him. So let's get 2 more off of your board. Big
All
Sirs.
right, you got it. All right, at pick 117, I've got a center guard, 6'3", 302, 4-year starter. Scout says very quick at the point of attack, can leverage and maintain blocks effectively. Logan Jones, Iowa.
Okay.
He's a center. He played center, but I'm thinking about moving him to guard. And, having that flexibility, he could play guard or he could play center.
And the future.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you say goodbye to any one of those interior linemen, we're talking about guard and center.
Yep.
All right, give me one more.
All right, one more. I got pick 129. I got a cornerback out of North Carolina State, 5'11", 200, PFF grade at 90.1. He labeled himself Marshall Allen. Devon Marshall, cornerback, NC State.
Okay. Out of the Wolfpack, out of the ACC. So we're at least hitting those positions of concern. All right, Matty, 2
All right, at
more.
117, I got Joshua Joseph's an edge from Tennessee. He's clearly a 3-4 type edge.
Right.
He's one of those 6'3", 245 guys. But at this point,
You're saying slightly taller, slightly heavier, slightly faster than my Harold Perkins.
and your
is what
guy,
you're saying.
yeah, and slightly not as productive as Harold Perkins either. When Harold Perkins was, healthy and everything. These are guys at this point you're trying to find something that hits.
Oh yeah, you
All
better
right.
believe it. You better believe it.
All right, and then at my 126, Fa'alili Fa'amo.
Bless you.
He's a tackle at Wake Forest, could also play guard. He's a big boy. Samoan.
Nice.
You love the Samoans.
I don't think you can go
Nah,
wrong
he's a
with
blocker.
any
How about that?
any Samoans, especially interior linemen.
Fa'alili Fa'amo.
Yeah, strong like bull. All right, let me give you a couple. 124, 163 for me. I went back to the interior line. Sam Heck out of the great Kansas State Wildcat program. I'm looking for guys, kind of what we're talking about, Big Sirs, representing the future along this offensive line. This team is blessed this year if they come back with the same starting 5 as they had a year ago at the end of the year, because they found their starter at left tackle with Cole Van Landen. At least they think they have. But they have an opportunity to have all 5 coming back. That's good. But then I'm also building for the future. I'm going to go get Sammy Heck out of Kansas State.
Real quick,
Yeah.
are you concerned about, we haven't heard anything about that injury with Van Landen?
No, not right now. Not right now. Because once you don't have to talk about him, you don't talk about him. Injuries.
Yes.
You just don't.
I guess.
163, tight end Oscar Delp. Now, he's the guy, you might call him Brock Bowers Jr. because he followed Brock Bowers. Ain't the same dude.
Ain't nearly as athletic.
But he still is a big man that can block in line and get down the field and make plays. So I went with Oscar Delp. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Okay. I'm going to give the final four. This is the last four. All right.
Beautiful.
All right, 163, I got Jordan Hudson, the wide receiver out of SMU. 165, I got Tim Keenan, the third defense tackle, Alabama. 170, I got Deshaun Singleton, safety out of Nebraska. And 172, I got to get Diego Pounds.
Okay.
Nice.
Offensive tackle, Ole Miss, 6'6", 325.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy. If he's blocking Russians in the Southeastern Conference, he's doing something. All right, give us wrap yours up.
All right, I got 6 picks to go because I was Trader Joe.
Oh.
All right. 163, I got Roman Hemby. The running back from Indiana, hard runner, deceptive speed. Yeah, I like Roman Hemby. 165, these are my 2 picks to kind of soften the blow of losing ETN and Devin. 165, Kendall Daniels, linebacker, Oklahoma. Very athletic player. 179, Trey Zune, the third from Texas A&M. He's a center guard. 196. It's not bad. I got 10 picks in the first 196. Dalen Everett, the corner from Georgia. 232, took a little flyer.
I took a lot of flyers late.
Drew Aller, quarterback, Penn State.
Okay. It's funny.
In 242, I took Logan Taylor, the guard from Boston College. I got like 4 guards. I think three guards.
Not shocking. He has 4 guards on his draft board. All right. I went interior D-line.
Wait. Let's talk about Drew Aller first, real quick.
Yeah. He's big.
If he's there in the 6th or 7th round, do you take a flyer on him? A guy that's got that size and that kind of arm?
Well, the guy that kept sticking on my draft board was Aller and Cade Klubnik, and I'm just fighting it because I'm not going to take Klubnik. But Aller does represent a little intrigue. Both of those guys can move. Aller's a big human being, but I don't know. I still think this team doesn't have the luxury of.
Really?
Well,
I think they do actually at 6 or 7.
I don't mind because it can be worth draft capital down the line if you have a guy that flashes and people like, and it could be an Aller or whomever in the preseason where you get something out of him by trading him later.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know whether they have. All right, real quick. Chris McClellan, 165, defensive tackle out of Missouri. He's you're trying to find the beefy guys inside. And that late, I felt like that was a decent play for him. Damon Claiborne, running back out of Wake Forest. I'm trying to add to that running back room. Here's another guy that is really intriguing. If he's there later in the draft, Fernando Carmona, interior offensive lineman for Arkansas, and he is a big pig, okay? And so we'll find out whether or not he could be a guy late in the draft that they try and develop as they retool this offensive line. Cole Wisniewski, the safety out of Texas Tech, was my last guy. And so we did pick safeties, at least I think Big Sur and I. Matt, I don't know if you went to the safety room, but this could be a Dewey. Okay, another guy if they say goodbye to Dewey Wingard.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say hello to Mark Wise, top of the 1 o'clock hour. Let's talk hoops. This is a big weekend as everybody's finishing up their regular season. Gators have already wrapped up the regular season title, but we'll hit on a few others with our man. When we talk March Madness, we talk with Mark Wise.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. From the Senior Bowl to the Combine, Draft, Minicamp, Training Camp, Preseason, Regular Season. Where they go, we go. 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
All right, Jack, so let's talk about it. Spring cleaning feels great until your drains remind you what they've been holding on to all winter. If your sink's burping, your shower's backing up, or your toilet's hesitating like it's reading a blitz, it's time to call in the pros. Call Duck Duck Rooter. During their spring drain cleaning promotion, get your drains cleaned plus a free camera inspection for just $129. Must have outside clean out, honest pricing, proven experience, no fourth quarter surprises. When you're stuck, call the Duck. That's 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Gators in the morning, Florida for lunch, a late night Gator snack. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. Set up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, David Garrard here. If you want a street-legal golf cart that's built with quality and style, check out Dynamic Drives and Designs in Jacks Beach. They have new, used, and fully customized carts from the top brands like Atlas, Dodge, and Pilot Car. Every cart gets a complete expert inspection, so you know it's ready to hit the road. Their team can help you design the perfect custom cart that fits your style and needs. For your custom golf cart, visit dynamicdrivesdesign.com today and see your perfect ride.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
How many Major League Baseball players have played exclusively for the Yankees and the Mets?
When you file a claim with Southern Oak Insurance, we schedule one of our trusted vendors to work directly with you, which means a faster claim resolution. Find out more at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Just 6 Major League players have played exclusively for the Yankees and the Mets, including the famous Yankee catcher Yogi Berra.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. If you have a school, team, or group that would benefit from a team store, you're in luck because we now offer team stores. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Gold is now around $5,000 an ounce and silver at an all-time high. If you need cash to help pay bills, then you've got to go to the Estates Roadshow. Gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in 2 great locations, St. Augustine and Palm Coast. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. The prices of gold and silver are at an all-time high, so there's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure, just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in St. Augustine at World Golf Renaissance, just off I-95 and International Golf Parkway, and in Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express just off 95 and Palm Coast Parkway. Get some cash in your hands today to help pay those bills at the Estates Roadshow. For more info, visit estatesroadshow.com and follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook for all upcoming events.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Zero Res. A cross-conference matchup helps get the Thursday NBA schedule underway as the Orlando Magic will play host to the Dallas Mavericks. Orlando currently 32-28 on the year, currently holding the 7th spot in the East. Star rookie Cooper Flagg is listed as questionable for the Mavs, while Magic lists Anthony Black, Wendell Carter, and Franz Wagner as questionable and Franz Wagner as out. Tip-off from the Kia Center is set for 7 p.m. You can catch all of the action right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Right now, 81 degrees at 104, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. More XL Prime Time to come here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
XL Primetime. DT bringing that jam. I love the playlist. It's in the, and look, we only deal in initials when it comes to XLP producers. He goes XLP.
It's true.
ET, JJ, RJ. That's it. I mean, that's how we roll. And so ET is taking over for JJ this week and finishing out the week with some of his jams. Playlist wise, Leon.
Well, this is Outkast Roses. Appreciate that.
I don't know how you do it that fast.
I love the Big Search. Not only knows his music catalog.
Yeah, it's
goes
crazy
from
good.
all the way goes from jazz to hip hop to rap to rock and roll. He even throws a little metal in there every once in a while too.
Bro, listen, I got a broad spectrum.
Got a diverse catalog.
There you go. Thank you.
I do love it. I do love it. Now, speaking of diversity, this dude can talk hoops across the country. Our man, Mark Wise. All right, do we have to play our liner? We got to play our liner. Let's make sure we're official.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Our man Mark Wise joins us now. We call him Mark Wise. Month of March, Mark. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Glad to be on. I hope you guys are getting ready for the madness.
Oh, you better believe it. Now, look, we have been, at least most of Gator Nation here on the First Coast, as you well know, Mark, zeroed in on what the Gators are doing. Now, you're calling a lot of hoops across the country, but that's your roots, Gainesville and the Gators. How impressed are you with what Todd Golden has done this year?
Maybe even a little bit more than last year. And I say that because last year's team was a known commodity. Having to replace the backcourt, having to do it as the defending national champions and wearing that moniker on your across your chest, and having to go through the role definition that they went through with the guard play in the backcourt and deciding, okay, who's going to be the point, who's going to be the shooting guard, who's coming off the bench, doing all those things while they were playing Duke, Arizona, UConn in the non-conference. So everybody wanted to ask, what's wrong? Well, the quick answer now is, well, nothing was wrong. They just had to go through that process. And then the one thing that I'll tell you guys about Florida is everybody knows how good the front court is. But I think this is true in a lot of sports, I think there is what we call TV speed versus live speed. When you see somebody in person, you don't necessarily realize just how quick they are. The bigs for Florida, I think, have a live speed that I don't think anybody else in the country has. I mean, all the guys we talk about the big guys can run the floor. No, they sprint the floor. And so I think they've been able to overwhelm people at times because that speed of the front court, man, it is impressive.
Now, Mark, if I was to say the Florida Gators get the number 1 seed, what would be the if?
UConn has to lose. Okay. I mean, UConn has two things. I mean, think about this. Everybody says on the Florida side, well, the UConn loss was only 2 points, and it happened back in the non-conference. What if Florida had won that game? What would people say? Yeah, we beat UConn, period. And the other part is the new, the new metric that's gaining more and more momentum is a thing called the WAB, the WAB, the WAB ranking, and it's called wins above the bubble. I would explain it to you, but it would take another hour or two. UConn's WAB is ahead of Florida's. So from that standpoint, I think the only way Florida gets the 1, UConn gets the 2. If UConn loses in the Big East tournament, Florida runs the table. But I also think this. I think 1, 2, and 3, Duke, Michigan, Arizona in some order, I almost think that's in the bank. So if those next 2 are UConn and Florida, does it really matter if you're 1 or 2? I don't think so.
All right, so I saw a number, Mark, a couple days ago. I think it was from Chris Harry, actually, who covers the Gators, obviously, for the university. This team started shooting from the perimeter the first month of the season, like 22%. Right. Then it went to 25. Right. Then it went to 28. Now it's over 30. That's what you want to see. That's why they're so dangerous right now, right?
Yeah, the month of February, they shot 36% from the arc. I mean, that's scary good. That's no longer back in that number that they were shooting in November and December. they're starting to actually win 3-point differentials instead of losing them, and it's just a harder way to win the game. I mean, when you're minus 12 in 3-point differential, then you got to make it up somewhere. And Florida can do that and did do that early in the non-conference and also in the early part of the league play with that front court. But now, roles have been better defined. Boogie Flan is the point guard, period. Lee plays the off guard. He can handle the ball as a point, but he's much more comfortable as the off guard. Clive Char's coming in is now a double-figure scorer, especially in league play, 44% from beyond the arc. So that role definition, I don't want to underplay that, but because Florida's backcourt has kind of caught up to the front court, yeah, they're in the tier. They're in the top tier. No question about it.
We're talking with Mark Wise, talking Gator Hoops. We'll definitely stretch it out a little bit with a couple of others before we have to turn you loose. But when you think of what that front court has done, and then, like you said, others that Boogie is Boogie, okay? But Isaiah Brown has been able to step up. Look at what CJ Ingram did the other night, just as far as, hey, if we need that extra guy, that ninth player in the rotation, I just like what I see from the way Golden's handling things.
Yeah, I mean, the Ingram thing kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mississippi State coaching staff were looking at each other going, what the? But Brown is definitely in the mix as the eighth guy. I mean, over 14 minutes a game now, and he's shooting over 40% at the arc from league play. He reminds me, Brown to me, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong or not, I think he's a young Will Richard.
Yeah, similar.
Okay.
Similar size, can shoot the three ball, has a certain physicality about him.
And Will kind of struggled early, too, in his career there.
He did.
Yeah. Right. And I don't know that it's so much he struggled. Where were you going to get minutes last year?
Yeah.
As a perimeter player when Denzel Aberdeen is your fourth guard.
True.
Now, Mark, I'm gonna be doing my bracket in about a week from now, right? So I don't need locks. I don't need locks. I need sleepers. I need teams that no other team really wants to play when it comes tournament time.
Okay, I'll give you one. One will be Alabama. And as poor as they are defensively, I say March, the tournament is a shot-making tournament. Florida doesn't win the tournament last year without Walter Clayton making key shots, period. End of story. Alabama can overwhelm you with three-point shooting. I'd say they press you on offense. Normally we talk about a team that presses you. We're talking about their defense. But they press you on offense. So Alabama, I think because of their three-point shooting, I'm actually going to put a step above Arkansas in terms of who I think might be in the second weekend and maybe give somebody a scare. But always remember this. Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, they're all in that 4-5 range. And if you're in the 4-5 range, you're not going to be in you might be in UConn's draw. But if you're in Duke, Michigan, Arizona's draw, man, this is a particular year. That is a bad draw. I would rather be a 6 seed with similar abilities this year than to be a 4-5.
All right, I just saw some Clazar and Brown are shooting at 40% from the perimeter. I mean, they keep that up. Yeah. All right, so here's the question I want to give to you. And we're going to talk about this later in the show. Definitely, you're the perfect person to ask. Let's say they win. They win it all again. What's the more impressive run? The original back-to-back or this back-to-back?
Yeah. I will say this. I think the original back-to-back, and you're talking about 06-07, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that team had so much pressure on it. I mean, everybody returned, so it was a little bit different. They were number one from the get-go. This team was not, I mean, yeah, they were in the top 10, but everybody knew it was a new backcourt. Everybody was excited about the backcourt, but it was almost like the 07 team couldn't lose. And so from that standpoint, I think that's probably better from a coaching perspective with the players that they had returning. But I got to tell you, you're asking me a question like, which would be more impressive as an accomplishment for two things that nobody does.
Yeah.
So it would be it seems kind of ridiculous to kind of go in that direction, but I understand the question.
Yeah, I feel like.
Wait. We didn't get an answer from him.
Yeah, he can't. He can't. Mark Wise.
Mark Wise, no answer from you.
No, I said the 07.
He did say
that.
that.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
Because of the pressure. And the only thing.
Can we? I'm sorry. Is there a court stenographer? Can we run back to?
Yeah. And listen, you did
I've been
say
known to do that, by the way, Mark.
Exactly. That's a classic trait of Matt Hayes. But you did say it right off the jump. But the other thing that I would at least clap back on is that those guys had the pedigree. And you knew how legit they were. And yes, pressure's real, and you had to answer the bell for the second straight time. But they were damn good enough. Three of them, three in the lottery, damn good enough to repeat. Whereas this one, Alex Connor's become a better player. Ruben Chinelo has become a much better player. So that's the thing that kind of blows my mind. And Condon.
Yeah, we usually talk about, and you guys know this, player development in college basketball now is usually from September to March. We don't talk about freshman to sophomore, year to year anymore. But Florida's got a healthy dose of both. I mean, think about where Klabchar was when he started the year. Think about where Brown was when he started the year. And then you think about all the returnees and how much better they've got. Here's a little thing that I don't think people understand. There was a lot of question marks about Thomas Houck at the 3.
Yeah.
Could he play the 3? Here's what I would say, not only about his motor, his offensive game. Houck, as a 4-man, was a really good rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
Houck, as a 3, is a sensational rebounder.
Yeah.
Because he just overpowers people.
I think it's honestly a great combination that Todd Golden has been able to work with. And as we say goodbye to you, Mark Wise, and we will visit with him again early next week. We'll crank up our Mondays with Mark in March. But I think this is the most biblical team that I think the Gators have ever had. Ruben, Urban, Thomas, Xavier, Alexander, Isaiah, Micah, Cornelius, and Boogie.
And Boogie.
Boogie was in the Bible.
Oh, my goodness. We are deep into our bag of tricks today.
All right, you're the man. We appreciate it. Good catching up.
All right, enjoy the madness, guys.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, Mark Wise. He, of course, is at Southland Conference this week, but we'll have plenty more that we will visit with him as we get closer and closer to cutting down the nets.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. It's Jacksonville's Super Bowl of golf. If you can't make it to the players, let 1010XL bring the players to you with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by
Purple Heart Pools,
Universal Roof and Contracting,
and Kuhn Flowers.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Good luck surviving the offseason, football fans.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside. 200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 14th. We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners.
Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itbpartners.com. ITB Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
We know what to look for. We go right to the source, the connections. But yeah, we go directly to the source.
Dan and John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds talking about what it means to be a direct diamond importer.
We do a lot of business out of India. We do a lot of business out of Antwerp, Belgium, Israel, Africa as well. We will do whatever it takes to get the stone that the customer wants at the best price guaranteed.
So every diamond at Beard's is hand-picked and brought in with no third-party markups. And so with no commission salespeople and no Wall Street quotas, Beard's can price every diamond for less.
If they've been shopping, which we encourage, and then come to us, and they're kind of, at first, they're like, oh, why is this $5,000 or $7,000 less?
Best value guarantee, best selection guarantee, best experience, bar none, guaranteed. From Jacksonville's locally owned Diamond Powerhouse.
The family, the relaxed atmosphere, and we're there for each other.
It gives us a big advantage being local, and we love Jacksonville. The money stays in Jacksonville, by the way.
Beard's Diamonds in St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Discover downtown Jacksonville's newest go-to spot. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville brings you 2 floors of over 80 self-pour craft beers, wines and cocktails, plus live sports, live music, and private event space. And right next door, Pizza Dynamo fires up made-to-order pizzas, slices and calzones packed with bold flavor. Pair a pint with a fresh pie at Pizza Dynamo and Pour Tap Room, downtown at Laura and Forsyth.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Donaldson sneaks into the lane, and Uday there for the throwdown follow. Pierre's pass deflected and stolen. Washington with the left hand throwdown in transition. SMU in the zone. Dovrak forces the shot and puts it in.
They're nice.
He's made 7 of his last 8 threes. Renew sets up the Israeli, who stays on fire.
You don't want to leave him.
Malik Renew, good night. Miami has won 7 of their last 8.
Oh, yeah. Mighty Canes, baby.
Big Surse insisted on that highlight for a Who Lit It Up. They're playing well.
Yeah, they are. Spring bling, baby. 23 and 6. Ranked number 22 in the country.
Who was one of those losses to? Were those 6?
We lost to Florida. I know you want to sneak that in. I hope we see him again, too.
Well, the only...
Leon, do you recognize that song? Do any of y'all recognize that?
No, I don't know. What was that?
This is a song called Ballin' Boys. This is the 2001 Miami Hurricanes hype song.
Oh,
wow.
Ballin' Boys.
Ballin' Boys.
I do like that. That's
a hype song?
Yeah. 2001 season. You know the best.
Man, that's not nothing like the original Jags hype song. We all know that, bro. Come on.
Yeah. We could probably find it.
Yeah. Trying to break through. Got to hit him, dog. With a big Surse. Off the chain. Yeah. Super Bowl thirsty. You know what I'm saying? You want to shake me? I rip the side of a player, don't make me. Can't ride out lineman. Eat them for lunch. Hit them off with the 1-2 punch. Surse. Taking them down. ATL bound, Super Bowl bound. All about that Super Bowl ring. With the bling bling bling. You didn't think I was going to rap it?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
It's the first time you've ever done that.
If I wrote it, I'm going to rap it.
Come on now.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. The main reason why the Canes are where they are right now is because it's the Gator leading them. Okay.
Oh, is that
that's the truth.
Yeah, Coach
you really
Lucas,
think about it, that's the truth.
Yeah, Jay Lucas, who we did have on XLP when they did come into town and played Florida at the arena, but they're 24-6,
Yeah, that's right,
13-4 in the ACC, and looking forward to a double bye in the tourney. And so you have to give it to them. That's for sure. They did light it up last night, and American Electrical can light up your world as well. Make sure you check them out. Residential, commercial, anything in the electrical game, they can definitely help you. American-electrical.com.
Right now, they're projected 7 seed.
Okay,
A
7
7
seed.
with a 23-6. What are they in the ACC? They're like 11-5 or something.
Yeah, well, I saw it yesterday. CBS Sports had them projected 7 seed in the tournament. So
that's weird.
It is weird.
All right, I'm looking to see if I can find them.
They actually played Florida really well in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. I'm looking at one of the bracketology people, and they do have them. Yeah, 7. Yeah. Right there. They got Kansas right there with them. Kansas, which is probably a little bit of an unfair line that they put them on, because they put them on the 4 line.
Because they're also cheaters, too.
Yeah. All right, real quick, back to the...
You know, Dave's listening right now, and he's like, he's so mad that I say that every time.
Well,
that's his boy Self.
Yeah, he loves Bill Self, but right now it's just ordinary business. You can't even call it cheating anymore, okay? It's just regular doing business as the Florida Gators. And this is how I would shape the argument that we just had with Mark Wise, is that the expectation level of a returning champion was real with what Billy Donovan had done with the likes of Joakim Noah, Al Horford, Corey Brewer, and Torian Green, all those guys, Humphrey, they were unbelievably good. And when you come back like that, pressure's there, but they had the pedigree of already winning a national championship and cutting down nets. Whereas this one seems like it's constructed differently. The points in the paint are so important now compared to the points from around the arc a season ago. So it's built differently, and stylistically, they're just as fun. They're just as much as up tempo as they were a year ago, but they just are doing it differently. That's what I'm most impressed about.
They both will. Florida will probably get 3 first-round picks off this team. Hawk, Condon, and Boogie Flan.
Yeah, but not 3 lots.
No, not 3 lots.
Yeah.
No, but there'll be 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think the original was more talented. I don't think there's any question about that, right? I mean, especially if you're looking at the way that front court played. It's not really the same way this front court plays. This front court is really more athletic. That front court was back to the basket.
Yeah.
And just grabbing everything. So if they play a little bit differently, like this front court doesn't play back to the basket, but the game is no longer like that.
No.
The game is completely different, which is hard. It's very hard to then look at that and say, okay, here's where you compare these two. The shooters on those teams, I mean, they could shoot that ball, man.
Yeah. Lights out.
Yeah, lights out. They could shoot that ball.
Yeah.
And this team, I think this team, believe it or not, okay, I think this team is better defensively than the original back-to-backs. I do.
All right, now that's another good argument.
Complete team, not front court, because clearly with what Noah and Horford could do, I think complete team, the way this team guards the perimeter, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And it's come back now where you do see players returning. So this is why this is a good argument, because college basketball has had to weather the one and dones, the guys who didn't even come into the sport and just went straight to the NBA, all these different little periods of time. And in that early or mid 2000s, you still had a bunch of one and dones. You still have them now, but their NIL incentive to come back and play another year, like we haven't. We never had this. That's why a Walt comes back and Alex Condon comes back, whoever these other guys, you can name any others on any other teams, coming back now, which is making it a heck of an accomplishment because you have more seasoned players on college basketball courts.
Yeah, and I just look like when Clavsar comes in, when Brown comes in, they get after it on defense, on the perimeter. Yeah. They extend. They force you to beat them off the dribble.
Yeah.
And then even if you can, you're driving right into the trees.
Well, Clavsar is trying to prove, we already know he's a wizard from around the arc. He's now trying to prove that he can drive and dribble. And he can't. No, he can't do that as much as a Boogie or a Savvy and any of those other guys. He's trying.
He's not yet a mid-range guy. He may be.
All right, so
I mean, they're gonna have to pay him. They're gonna have to pay Brown too. They're gonna have to pay to keep both those guys.
Yeah, I would think so. And now that you got that rev share that you got, you need to plan accordingly. X number of dollars goes to your football. X number of dollars goes to your basketball, and then you might sprinkle in one or two other people that get it outside of those two.
Plus, you talked about Ingram. You get a guy like Ingram in the tournament where you get him off the bench for 2 or 3 minutes because somebody's got a hot shooter. Yeah. That 6'6" long arm guy with 5 fouls.
Yes, and
that's going to be a problem for somebody.
He hit a couple of shots early as soon as he got in there, and Halleck was down. So it was a great piece of news for Florida fans to see a legacy guy in C.J. Ingram that was able to step up. Real quick, this is worth pointing out as far as players that stick around, because we just said you have NIL to incentivize guys to come back. A little extra cash. Put off the NBA. You can come make $1 million, however much you're going to make. But this number threw me. Only 22 high major scholarship players celebrating senior night this week, having played at just one place because of the transfer portal, the player movement. Only 22 among the big conferences celebrating senior night, staying at one place. Mississippi State's Sean Jones, is the only SEC player to finish where he started. That's it.
I'm telling you, if you really want to know what like the biggest paradigm move was in this last 5 years, it wasn't NIL. It's when the West Virginia court said, no, these guys, you can't keep them for hold them for giving them only one transfer year. Right. They can go whenever they want.
Player movement.
That's what killed it.
So right now you have, it looks like 10 in the Big Ten that played or will have senior night at the same place they started. 5 in the Big 12. Let's see here. The Big East, they're including them because that is high major. 5 in the Big 12, 3 in the Big East, 3 in the ACC, and 1 in the SEC. Ancient Daddy's NCAA basketball, that's for sure. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. It's a test of patience and power.
Here they come, side by side for the lead.
This Sunday at Phoenix.
Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be tight right here.
NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
We love talking sports on 1010XL, and I9 Sports loves giving kids the perfect way to grow up playing the game. Spring and summer registration going on right now. Log on to i9sports.com to see all they've got to offer for kids ages 3 and up. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount. Year-round sports all across the First Coast. St. John's, Duval, and Clay. Sign up now for spring and summer. Great new locations added like Tofoy Creek High School and Westside Middle. Get your kids in the game with i9 Sports. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount at i9sports.com.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago, went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Best Bet poker fans, the stakes are high this month as Best Bet dishes out over $700,000 between Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine's poker rooms. Feeling lucky? How about daily high hands, weekend winnings every Friday and Saturday, and go for the green on St. Patrick's Day, where a royal flush in clubs wins up to $5,000. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce. And and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Has any Major League Baseball player ever hit 2 grand slams in the same inning?
Filing an insurance claim following a storm shouldn't be an ordeal. Southern Oak Insurance's claim team prepares for catastrophic situations well in advance. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Fernando Tatis of the Cardinals hit 2 grand slams in the same inning in 1999. Both came off the same pitcher, Chan Ho Park of the Dodgers.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not looking at the rearview mirror of unforgiveness. It's so easy to keep looking in the past when someone has hurt or offended us. What we don't realize is that if we keep looking at the rearview mirror of anger, it will cause us to miss out on the good things that God has in store right in front of us. Friends, looking in the rearview mirror of the past will never give you peace in the present.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right. My golden moment is I have a fond appreciation for the fact that in my career I was coached by Jimmy Erickson, Cowher, and Tom Coughlin. But I also have a fond appreciation for having talked to some of the talked to 2 college football coach icons, Bobby Bowden and Lou Holtz. And we talk football, we talk sports, we talk life.
Mm-hmm.
They embarked a lot of wisdom on me. And I appreciate that. I do. Before they passed away, I had the opportunity to sit down with both of them and just talk. Mainly sports.
Yeah.
But it was cool that they embarked some wisdom on me about life. It was good to hear it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it more now that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, now that they're gone.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that I think is really overlooked in this whole transitional era we're in right now is these guys don't get to like grow with coaches. Not just the head coach, but the staff. Like your assistant coaches were your dudes, right?
Yeah,
like
Coach Campo, yeah.
You think of Eddie O, Coach Campo, Wanstead, Tommy Tuberville.
I mean, you guys just had the tight group and these guys all looking after you, and they're all teaching you different things. These guys, now you can say, well, they're going to different people and they're learning from more people now, but it's so transactional right now and transitional.
It sucks.
That there's
from that standpoint.
You're literally just, all right, well, we're going to the next guy. We're just going to the next guy.
Well, the perfect example is what we just gave.
Wishing him well.
22 in high major college basketball. And when we say high major, like we said, that includes the Big East. There are how many D1? 350 D1 basketball programs, and 22 enjoyed senior night at the same place they started? Bro.
I'm telling you. I mean, I just spoke with Jimmy Rogers, head coach at Iowa State. 81 new faces on that team. 81.
Well, we were talking about Mike Pete yesterday, Big Source and I. Mike Peterson, former Jag, and obviously has taken up coaching and has been through a couple of SEC stops, South Carolina and Gainesville. And he probably sees way too many faces because of what you're talking about. He doesn't get to have the influence over maybe, say, a guy for 3 years or 4 or 5, whatever the case may be.
Now he doesn't have that relationship with him, you know? I mean, listen, I came in with my class 5 years at Miami.
Yeah.
There was a bond. There was a brotherhood. There was a tightness. I mean, that's gone bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're lucky to have a teammate for 2 years now with the whole NIL deal.
All right, so real quick, as you brought up as Big Source brought up Lou Holtz, this was earlier off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures that I wanted to read, because we were talking about the greatest figures that we've seen in sports, particularly in college football, with a little Throwback Thursday theme. Texter, I'm an Indy alum, was in the NROTC. Friday after I graduated, I randomly met Lou Holtz in the parking lot outside of the ROTC building, wearing my summer whites uniform. I was starstruck. Told him, Coach, it's an honor to meet you. He responded back, no, young man, the honor is all mine. Thank you for serving our great country. He then looked at his car, the kid's car, a brand new Camaro, and he told me, also, awesome car, man. And then he texted in after Leon's story, I feel extra honored because apparently it took a lot for Lou to admire a car. So he wasn't too, but Lou Holtz had that infectious personality where he could just leave a mark on people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the conversations that we had in front of the TV while the game was going on was just legendary, bro.
Mhm.
Back and forth. He remembered the players, the plays, all that kind of stuff.
All those coaches do, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Spurrier to this day, he's 80. He can remember like the play call he had on like a 2nd and 6 at Kentucky in 97 or whatever it was. He'll remember it. And that's just who they are. They're just different people. They are different people, man.
Yeah, it's rare, and that's why they become such a big central piece of a lot of.
By the way, Mickey Andrews passed away.
Well,
late last week. Yeah,
late last week.
Yeah.
Because here's another one, and this is High Tide on the South Side that brought this up. If I can find it, and I missed this one, but Gene Stallings passed away.
A great man.
And if I can find his, because he gave him some love, well-deserved love, because Gene Stallings is a guy that probably doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because he did coach a national championship team. And you Leon, you certainly know the period that we're talking about when he was able to do that.
Also, remember the Junction Boys, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in the very beginning with Bear at A&M.
At A&M, yeah.
So shout out to Gene Stallings, who passed away on Monday from High Tide with a little fanfare. He said, a great man and coach, got Bama back on track after the disastrous decade after the Bear left, utterly forgotten because he fell between Bryant and Saban. That is true.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking now that November 6th game in South Bend just got a little bit harder. You know that, right?
Oh, it's very true. That's a good point.
You know they're going to honor him for that game.
Oh, of course they will.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
All right, he hit this.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So free agency we know is going to be red hot, but teams are still trying to make moves right now and see if they can't ultimately have to say goodbye to a player, maybe get something out of it. DJ Moore leaving the Bears and headed for the Bills. So the Bills are trading a 2nd-round pick to the Bears in exchange for Moore and a 5th rounder. That's per Tom Pelissero of NFL Media. And they're going to guarantee $15.5 million of Moore's salary going through, I think it looks like 2028.
Wow. Hang on a second. Fairfax, Barry Milligan just texted me and said Mickey's passing was a fake social media post.
Oh, really?
Is it possible he got again?
Well, I didn't get got. You might have got.
Welcome to the party.
We all
wasn't
got.
That wasn't that like on like news? No.
Yeah, you need to check it out and see if it was if it's not NACOS and it's NOCOS, then you definitely got. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Jacksonville, it's official. Men's professional soccer is back with the USL Championship. Your Sporting Jacks Pro Soccer Club kicks off its historic first men's season on March 7th, bringing fast, physical, world-class soccer back to the First Coast. This is more than a new pro sports team. It's world-class soccer played on a national and international stage. Be there from the very beginning. Season tickets with seats starting at just $10 per match. On sale now at SportingJacks.com. Sporting Jacks. Pro soccer, pro Jacks.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial Pound Law or check out forthepeople.com.
Hi, I'm Carly Granick.
And I'm Caroline Edwards, a student at Norfolk School of Special Education.
At NFSSC, we foster each student's unique abilities to reveal their highest potential. Just 5 days left until the players.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
So
we both got.
Well, it looks like High Tide on the South Side. Sometimes he is just high as a kite, and he sent in that Gene Stallings had passed, and then another texter. Thank God we have prime timers, nooners, fact checkers, the whole deal. There used to be a fun game that you would play on radio, Dead or Alive, and it's just like just to humor you.
What the hell is going on social media right now?
So
who
apparently,
would do this?
Mickey Andrews and you said Mickey Andrews.
So the Tallahassee Democrat had to write a story. Jim Henry, who's the sports editor there, literally had to write a story about it because the post was shared by more than 700 people on Facebook, and players were calling Florida State, calling Mickey Andrews, calling other coaches, trying to figure out what's going on, when's the funeral. He had to write a story about it. And now you're telling me that the Gene Stallings one also not true.
Yeah, not true. Not true.
Well,
don't believe anything anymore.
Yeah. Well,
anything on Facebook.
Well, here's
anything
the
on Twitter.
And especially if, like I said, if High Tide was lit up when he read this and then he sobered up and didn't realize it, I'll give him a pass. But at least the headline you see is that Gene Stallings turned 91 a couple days ago.
Nice. Now, here's what I do know about Mickey Andrews is that former players,
he's a bad man,
to this day have animosity towards him because of the mat drills he used to run at Florida State.
He was ruthless.
I'm sitting there smoking with one of them, and he said, "Man, I hate the man. I hate him. Those mat drills, I freaking hate them." I said, "Come on, bro, you got to let that go." But he told me he was intense. He would call guys out.
Well, he would yell at you so much, chewing tobacco would be flying out of his mouth because he would just whip himself into a frenzy, and he did that as a Gator and a Knoll. And so, yeah.
Also a Bear Bryant guy.
Yeah.
Bear Bryant disciple. Yeah.
So, yeah, some history there. But, yeah, Mickey Andrews
Is.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying was legendary.
As a coach, right.
Yeah, was legendary as a coach.
Is still knocking it around. Jim Henry did a great job in the story.
Yeah.
He still meets with Jim Gladden and a bunch of other coaches every week, and they have lunch and they talk. And
that's good.
Mickey's talking about how,
so
best
how
part
old,
of it is having some ice cream at the end. And
how old is Mickey right
84.
Now? Okay, 84.
Good for Mickey.
Right. We just want to make sure.
Stay strong.
Man. We try, at least for the most part, to deal in facts, and we stray. But sometimes we just got.
Right. I don't think it's as much strain as we just got. That's
yeah. And remember some of those social media posts that would just live on forever? Like Jamie Foxx was ill or so-and-so.
Well, he was ill.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
He was near death.
Then they start trying to, like after he was well again, then they would start to do it again.
Right.
And you're like, what little thing inside you gets joy out of doing these things on social media?
It was reposted by more than 700 people. Again, Jim Henry, the sports editor of the Tallahassee Democrat, had to write a story about it because it was the idea of it was so entrenched in the Florida State community.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous what people do on social media now.
Yeah.
I tell you guys this all the time. It's the greatest, worst thing ever. It just is.
One texter.
Or the worst, greatest thing ever.
Yeah, one texter. They've killed Steve Spurrier off about 10 times on Facebook. Sad. I don't doubt it. They definitely do some of those types of things where it just, I don't know, gives you joy somehow, some way. I'm not quite sure. All right. So the other thing that we were talking about as far as the Gators are concerned, with the run that they had, they do have a chance to continue along with more history. I told Big Sursus yesterday, Maddie, that the Gators scoring over 100 points and beating their opponent by more than 30 points in back-to-back games has not happened in the SEC since 1971 with Kentucky. That is uber impressive, what they've been able to do.
And they're in the best league in what many consider the best league in college basketball right now, which will get the most bids to the tournament.
Yeah.
That league will.
Yeah. And where are they at right now? 10? Because last year they sent, 14?
10 is what the projection is, yeah.
Yeah. They sent 14 a year ago.
I think they're going to get, the projection is them 10, and I think the Big 12 also is 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's two conferences at 10. I mean, it changes all the time, Lenardi's bracket. He forever had them as like a 4 and a 3 seed. Now he's finally got them at a 2.
Yeah, well, he was on with Patrick Young. Shout out to PY on the SEC Network. And, of course, you'll hear him regularly with Hack doing one of the Gator Bites pods, and then also on the morning show. When does he come on with Dan and Jeff?
Fridays at 8:30.
Okay, so tomorrow morning you'll be able to hear Patrick Young.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, I love hearing from him, love seeing him, and love this part of the 10-10 family. But Lenardi was on with him and Ron Slay and PB a couple nights ago before Florida tipped off against Mississippi State. And Lenardi, again, they all try and come up with their own version of the bracketology. But the only way in his mind is that Florida's got to run through the SEC,
and UConn's got to lose.
St. John's has got to beat UConn.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right, so he's got his latest, which came out 2 days ago, Lenardi.
Yeah.
Has Florida as a 2 seed, obviously starting in Tampa. I think that's a lock. He has the SEC and the Big Ten with 10.
But
10 bids.
Yeah. But
and then
like
the ACC and the Big 12 have 8.
Okay. Mark Wise said it. If you could just be on the top or the bottom half of a bracket, a 1 and a 2, obviously one's better.
Right.
But the 2 line from the bottom of the bracket still could set up well for anybody.
Well, let's look what it would be. All right. He's got him at 2 in Tampa.
Yeah.
The first game he has against Merrimack. Then they play the winner of Utah State and UCLA.
Yeah.
That gets you to the round of 16. You get to the round of 16, you can get to the Final Four.
Heck yeah. All right. Let's say hello to one of our dudes.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
One of our dudes, Tommy Mack.
What's up, dudes?
Getting ready for Helmets and Heels. You doing good, bro?
I'm feeling good. Thursday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Getting closer to Friday, getting closer to March Madness. A little bit closer to everything.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
A little closer to ET as he's putting both of us in the 2 shot.
What
right
up,
now,
E?
Making sure that we're all
there we
good.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we got Jamal St. Cyr coming in the studio for the show today. Of course, Lauren Brooks has the week off, so he'll be hanging out with us. We're going to have a couple interviews with college hoops, a little football. We're going to get into a lot today, man. It's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, Jamal definitely from Channel 4.
Yeah.
Another great intel guy when it comes to the Jaguars with what's coming up.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
We're going to go deep with him, man. We're going to get inside that organization and see what's what.
I love Tommy Mack. Surgical.
Do they sign either one of those two? Or they let them go. Etienne and Devin. What do they do? Let them both go?
No, they're gone.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't tag either one, they're both. Because I don't think they want to pay either one of them what they're going to pay.
Right. You would have to hear about massive restructures for them to get in a good position to where they can do anything.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy Mack, thank you, bro.
Guys.
We will be listing Helmets and Heels coming up next. By the way, high tide on the south side, just as a quick update, with the Gene Stallings report that he threw our way. Because, look, he's an informative and inquisitive lad. He's always trying to help us. Anyway, he texts in. He goes, wow, my bride sent that story to me. I thought it was true. Great news. So he's happy that Gene Stallings is still walking this earth at 91 years of age.
Right. I said 700 shares earlier in that story. 700 comments on that story.
Yeah.
So shares
not to mention
700
the
shares is not much. 700 comments is ridiculous on Facebook.
Yeah. And that was on the Mickey News.
Yeah, on
Also
the Mickey
not
News,
true.
right.
We are done. Good job as always, Big Sirs. I will see you tonight at the TCJ
I will
Fun
be
Wine
there.
Gout.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to that. We will be there strolling sampling, and then hopefully raising big dollars for the J Fund. We will enjoy that tonight. We are done. Helmets and Heels coming up.
Then just chew it and do it.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. They're not geniuses, but somehow they get the job done.
Missed it by that much.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser are The Drill.
Never underestimate great talent, especially mine.
Mornings on 1010XL.
Gold is now around $5,000 an ounce. It's silver at an all-time high. If you have old jewelry laying around, then go to the Estates Roadshow. Gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. The Estates Roadshow is going on right now through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in St. Augustine at World Golf Renaissance and in Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express. For more information,